Greetings to you and yours. Welcome to Diskiunfiltered. Yanga, nil. Sundowns, nil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good result for Yanga, but a bad one for Imamelodi Sundowns because an away goal for Yanga can change the whole perspective of the game. Masia Eloftas.
Yeah.
What did you think of the game, Fetu?
Young Africans versus Mamelodi. Hey, Bafana base Tlorkop.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a really good shift today. But it's the usual. They control the game, have more of the position than the opponent. I think Yanga was not really a challenge in terms of circulating or making them look for the ball that hard. Instead, they wanted to break away in counters, try the long ball situation, instead of coming up with the ball to Sundowns because there was no way they were going to penetrate in that middle field. So I think for Sundowns, as you mentioned, it's not a good result that they got a 0-0 draw away. You could see the desperation to just get a goal from Mamachita, and I think fair enough, they pushed to get that goal. It was not a game where they were relaxed or they fought very much hard to just get a goal, just to make sure that when they come back in South Africa to Loftus, they know that at least one goal, it makes it two. So it's tricky now because for young Africans, because one goal changes the whole thing. They can score a goal and defend, and that will be the end of the tournament for Sundowns. But I don't think they are that threatening, or they're a team that's going to take Sundowns out of the cave. Sundowns, I don't think they're going to do, because today it was just a matter of being away and not getting a goal, but they were there. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, Sundowns played a good game, ne? And obviously they dominated the position as always.
Yeah.
But they were not too threatening forward for my liking.
Yeah.
And for me, Yanga looked more threatening going forward with their counter attacks.
Yeah.
You understand?
Correct.
They can apply the same strategy. Eloftas score one goal and sit at the back the whole team.
Yeah, they can do that. That's what he just mentioned now to say, if Mangakora one, problem.
Yeah.
Big problem, because you must know away goal still works in African football, guys. So if young Africans score one, Sundowns will need two. But for me, I don't see it happening. I'm going to be very honest with you. I think Sundowns, as much as they dominated the game away from home, because if away from the fans, if you just watch the game and you played it on mute, you will think Sundowns was a home team, because Sundowns controlled the game, no panic mode.
Relaxed.
You understand? They control. I think ball position like 65 over. So it's very disappointing from a team like Young Africans, because I mean, as much as you're in the African Cup of Nations, yes, and yes, Sundowns is the better team, but for the fact that you have the home advantage, you've got to do something about it. You've got to push, man. Like say something. Something at least with Sundowns. Come back. I think they could have easily gotten a 1-0 win for me, if you're asking me, because I feel like the counter-attacks, yes, were good. Sundowns was very, very good in defending also. I must give them flowers. I think the boy Lunga is very good. He controlled things at the back. I think the Lubusa controlled things very well. But there was a 1v1 situation at the point that he could have scored, But I don't see this team threatening Sundowns go second leg. I think Loftus is going to be a walk in the park for me. I don't see them doing anything to Sundowns, because Sundowns, like I'm saying, if you watch today's game, let's be honest, they controlled the game, they moved the ball well. Loch was playing very good for me. I think he was a standout player. Even Mudiba in the center. Yeah. Mudiba did very, very well. Then he had to change and go to left back when they took out Libusa. But the team there, it was a normal performance. I like I'm saying, I expect a team like this, for the fact that yes, it's Sundowns. I am not disrespecting, but we are playing home. We have the entire, almost 99% is us in the crowd. Let's bulldoze. Let's try and roughen up the game, and let's try and win it. Let's try and use some of our tactics to like. Our coach will tell this. Let's sit back and get not, and then we go and try. But maybe they can try, but for me, I don't see them doing anything in Loftus.
Nah. Yeah. There is a chance, but hey, Mina Joe, I'm not too sure, man. Yes, Sundowns has been struggling okay for a couple of years. It's last year. Last year, Sundowns played very well and they didn't lose any game. Like without a loss, and you get knocked out. It was a 2-2 draw against Weatad. Then they were out just like that, yabo. And things like that can still happen. Like yabo.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
But not with young Africans. Ideas as feel it is.
Zifile zona mara mfethu singakora sidlale emuva.
Angeke score release down. Angeke. For the fact that you couldn't even score at your own home ground. Ukora kanjani away? Angeke.
Let's go to other things. Tebogo Mokoena, to me, he looked a bit tired today. He wasn't really himself.
Sure.
Yeah. Do you think mhlambe AFCON, this guy's been playing AFCON, came back, PSL, now it was international break. Obviously, it's expected of players to always keep showing up, right?
Sure.
But let's be honest, guys, it's towards the end of the season now, and players start getting tired now. And I feel like it's starting to come. It's not there yet. Angithi thina sibiza year-end fatigue lapha esipanini. So bona it's season-end fatigue, young tall. Do you think it's season-end fatigue that's kicked in for Mokoena?
Not really.
But
It's rest. It's rest. I think a game just where he rests will be fine. He's good. He's totally good.
No.
He did rest, mos.
Pega.
PSL bamrestile ku PSL, mos.
Yes, pega ne. I'm not saying Utebza was bad.
Yeah.
I hope people don't get me wrong. He was not bad, but he was not the normal Tebza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I understand. The normal Tebza is Mazio, energetic. And I felt like he looked a bit tired for me. Yeah, I understand. That's why I'm getting season end fatigue. It might not be like the season end fatigue. Le fatigue like October, September, spanning. Sure. Like the first part of fatigue.
Yeah, well, then so we elaborate, you know, in terms of that, and it's just to be honest. There's so many games. Our lead, and for all those games, it's been important. All AFCON games is played 90 minutes. Most of Sundowns games, he finishes those games. So it's only normal for Umzimba to have that. You understand? No. He had a good game, trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me. Totally, he still did what he had to do to show that his quality.
Yes.
You know, he's still
obvious. He's a good player. Expectations way to offer Tebza. Say
Too high.
Like too high. That's how high we rate him.
Yeah. So how good he is still shows even when there's that